All right, guys, we have a slight change of plans. We have decided officially that we don't like the cold, and we definitely don't like the cold in lemonade. Okay, so we are modifying our plan a bit.
It is now 37 degrees here, and we're barely scraping December.
Yep.
Our plan was to go down south. We want to go down to Sicily. And
well,
then
actually,
go
our original plan, remember, was to do all of that, but be 2 weeks ahead of the schedule we are now. And now we're hitting really cold weather, and it's just way too much.
For the sake of our sanity, we are ditching Malta for now. We're still going to go back. We're still going to hit every single country. But for now, we're going to ditch Malta, and we're going to hightail it back to France.
And then we're going to proceed on to Spain and then head to the south of Spain where it's nice and warm. So that's kind of how we're doing it. We're going to try and pull an all-day travel day. Now, everyone work their butts off today. Let's go. We're going back to France. Cheese and baguette, here we go!
Ooh la la. All right, so here is the deal. Our original plan had us going down to Malta, Sicily, and everything else. We already covered that. But
it's too cold.
No, we don't like it. Not unless we're skiing. We don't like the cold, and so we have to get out quick because the kids are about to kill us.
We are going north until we find sun, and we will not stop.
Yes, but in the meantime, we think that this is about time, about 6 months into this RV journey, that we do a little self-assessment.
We answer those questions to ourselves for you guys. Did we pack too much? Are we exercising enough? Are we eating healthy? We're gonna share those and a bunch of other ones shortly.
On our journey back. So we have 1,050 miles to cover starting now. All right, so we're now about 4 hours into our journey, and so Jessica and I have been thinking about doing a little self-check, self-evaluation, because
see where we're lining up.
We know where we thought we were going to be, but we kind of maybe met them or did not meet them, but I wonder how we did.
5 star.
5 star.
Typically the most we travel in a day, and we only do this probably once a week, maybe once every 5 days, is about 3 to 4 hours. So for us to be traveling right now on a 10-hour day is, I wouldn't say it's stressful, but it's definitely not something we're used to. And we're only several hours in, but we're already kind of feeling, I think we need a break, we're tired. I think it's stressful for the driver. This is not, you know, it's a big rig. The Italian roads are not smooth, and the drivers are wild here. Do you agree, Will?
I need a pillow for my rear end.
Your butt? Do you have hemorrhoids?
This would not be a stop of ours, a trip of ours.
I'm doing my Leaning Tower of Pisa.
You're giving it away. If we did not make an interesting stop and for the kids to see something, because really a 12-hour ride is just no fun, so we had to break things up.
You can do dinner, or you can do dinner with Pisa.
And so we did dinner with Pisa, and we got those really, everyone pushing, leaning things up. It was really cute. All right, and we finally made it here. We're finally made a lunch break, and our lunch break is for that guy over there. This guy right here. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is upon us. We're not going to go back to France without seeing something, because that would be just plain boring, Avalon.
It's a tower.
No. Is it exciting?
That's leaning precariously to the left.
Are you going to help bring it back to life?
Tilt it towards me.
Where's it going?
I'm going to want to hold it. Tilt it towards me.
Hold on. Now let's go. Let's go.
No, you gotta move over.
Okay. Okay. Now, hands.
You gotta see this.
Now smile and jump up and down.
I gotta push it up. Help you, Largo.
And that's the end of our trip to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's getting late. We gotta hurry up because we have still about 500 kilometers more to go, and it's getting dark. So lunch is turning into dinner, and dinner is now turning into hurry up because Largo has an online class which starts in about 10 minutes.
We are suckers for a good market.
Well, we can't drive 12 hours in a day.
It doesn't even have to be a good market.
That's the problem.
Right? We see the sign of anything that looks like a market and we're like, "Argh!"
So we realized in our day one journey of driving back that there's no way we can cover 12 hours in one day. Because
No.
really in an RV,
We
12
tried.
hours equals like 18 hours.
We tried, right?
We did try.
We tried.
So we had to stop somewhere along the coast and we woke up to an amazing market right outside our front door.
It's so funny. You go to bed and it's just a parking lot with maybe another RV in there, and then you wake up and there's a market around you.
With lots of cheese.
Lots of cheese.
This is our last morning in Italy, and it's kind of sad. We kind of grown accustomed to Italy. I mean, the last trip that we did with the Trail of the Gods, Path of the Gods, I still don't even know what we call it, that sort of sealed the deal for us. But this is it. We're heading to France, and we'll be there in a few hours. You gonna miss Italy, Jess?
No. I'm tired of pasta. I never thought I'd say that, but I'm tired of pasta.
And as luck should have it, we actually landed in a place where there's
a market.
There's a great market right over there, and we're gonna get some
my
bread.
favorite thing is
What?
when you say to me, "What town are we in?" And I say, "I don't know."
We don't know.
We say that a lot. I love it. That we don't need to know the name of every place we are. We just enjoy it as it is. It's actually not that cold out.
But I think people watching may want to know.
They probably will.
€6,70.
Mi dica.
Ooh.
Oh, bread and cheese. Can never tire of that.
It's your last chance to get Italian cheese, Jess. You want a whole wheel?
Oh, could you get me a whole wheel? We could put it in Largo's bed. He's got to be strong to lift that wheel.
What, this is a local cheese?
Yes.
What's it called?
Formaggetta.
Formaggetta.
Oh, that's good.
You like it?
Yeah.
Okay, you want some? It's more your style. It's more soft. Okay. Thank you. So the final stretch of the drive home, we had what looked on paper to be 4.5 hours, which in RV talk really means
18.
something like that. But
And
it starts off with the worst drive.
But luckily, Will paid attention when we went on the Amalfi Coast bus tour, and he knew that when we would go around the corner to and let the person know you're coming.
We had
and
probably the worst drive. Thank you, sweetheart.
You did a great job. I was so scared.
It was bad.
I was scary.
But we've eventually made it to the autopista, and we were able to do the last leg of the journey home, including our self-assessment. We have a lot to learn.
All right, Will is my hero like there's no tomorrow. We are on the craziest road. It feels like the Amalfi Coast, only 3 kilometers long, but feels like we're gonna be on it for 6 hours. It's one lane, but other cars are meant to come down it, and you have to honk when you go around the corners, and this was not planned. Sorry, the windshield is all messed up, but I need to focus on being on a co-pilot right now. We almost turned around and backed up, but then a big truck was going by, and we're like, we can do this. If he can do it, we can do it, right, Will?
we gotta stay focused here. Eye on the prize.
Okay, you shouldn't be talking while you're doing this. I'll just photograph your expressions, but someone wants us to have the travel gods want us to have the true experience. Honk, honk, quarter out of quarter, honk.
I got an idea.
You want me to drive?
Yeah. You're so good at this.
I think I'm better suited. My skills are better suited as co-pilot, like when I say honk. Honk. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's getting smaller. Are we that low on gas? Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Honk.
Oh my gosh.
Guys?
Yeah? I feel like I'm in labor. It was the longest 3 kilometers in my life.
Well, I just hope we find a gas station.
Well, maybe we can just coast the rest of the way. We did it! I wasn't scared at all. Were you scared, Mom?
Not at all. I did it. I can do anything now.
You can.
Let's go to Turkey.
Well, you have another skill now.
Yeah. All right, so this is the part of our RV life where we are now becoming in self-assessment mode. We've gone to 9, 10
We are
different
hitting
countries.
it out of the ballpark.
I don't know, but we really
Not
have to
always.
talk about sort of what we thought we were going to do and where we've been and where we're going and what have we done right.
All right, so we
got 10 different things that we're going to talk about here.
We do have 10. I didn't even know
We have 10.
Okay.
Yep.
Number 1, are we getting used to driving something this big? Well, I am.
Yeah, you're not driving.
Okay, I drove once.
And then you hit something.
I was really nervous. I hit something, and now I'm even more nervous to drive. I've never been a timid driver, but we own this, and I've never owned something that has cost this much in my entire life, and it scares me to drive it. It really does.
I have neither. It's not that long. It's 22 feet. Yeah, it's not so bad. I think we're doing okay.
I, on the other hand, as the passenger, I'm scared to death most of the time.
So I think we are hitting that one out of the park.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
I think you have a lot to go.
Managing, number 2, managing motorhome maintenance.
There is no maintenance.
There is no maintenance.
Well, either that or we
kidding?
got big problems.
We got to dump the poop. I think we're doing pretty well at that, right?
I think we have not exploded, and we have been able to manage.
We haven't had any
the
floods.
fecal matter.
Yeah.
We don't smell in here anymore.
Yeah, I think we're doing well on that.
I think we're doing okay. We know what chemicals to use at the right time, at the right place, and when to dump and where to dump.
Number 3.
We're doing okay.
Functioning in a small space. And that's kind of twofold, the stuff and the people.
Okay, for stuff.
I think we could still stand to downsize another 20%. Like, we brought a lot of our books with us that we're going to read and we're going to get rid of. I think Will and I could cut our wardrobe a little bit, but it's not going to save us that much space.
I think we have too much gear. And what I mean by gear is like we have like skateboards.
We have 3 skateboards, so we really only need 1.
Right, we have massive, like super comfortable chairs that we barely use.
I really wanted those chairs because I wanted something comfortable, and Will wanted something smaller without a back to them, but I imagined ourselves lounging on them. And what we didn't take into consideration that at least
we'd be working so much.
So far, we're working a lot, but it's been pretty cold so far in Europe, so we haven't set outside that much.
So functioning small space and stuff, I'd say we need improvement.
We need improvement.
We do
functioning in a small space as people. I'm fine with the small space of people, guys. I really don't have any problem with it. I don't get annoyed when I have to crawl over people. Sometimes I get a little stressed out with all the stuff because stuff goes in the kids' bed during the day, and then when they go to bed at night, we put it on the kitchen table. So I'd like to get to the point where we have less stuff and we don't have to do that.
I think that we have a 21.5-foot motorhome in which, if this was year-round summer, we'd be awesome because the legs need to stretch and we need to go outside. But being in the cold and being inside, sometimes we get a little cramped. And what I mean by cramped is that I stay seating for like 6 hours, and that's no fun.
So Will's having a little bit of harder time with the space issue.
I'm having a harder time not moving.
And for those of you who are kind of joining this, I'm like, well, what time of year is it? We started this in July, and really, honestly, only July and part of August was super warm. And we're still able to sit outside in September and October, depending on where we were, but we thought we'd have a lot more outside time.
So needing improvement?
Yes.
I think definitely needing improvement.
Now, the next one we have is equipment, and we kind of touched on that, functioning in a small space. But do you think in general we have too much equipment in here? I mean, we talked about the sports gear, but
I think everything definitely serves a purpose, although it's not utilized 24 hours a day. I have a ton of GoPro stuff, which I still have yet to use.
you don't use that much.
I don't use the GoPro stuff, but I'm hoping that we're going to be in warmer weather and we're going to be adventuring more, and then we can use the GoPro stuff. So
in the water.
We're keeping it for now.
All right, number 5. Are we seeing the right things? Traditional tours versus offbeat tours. Let me start with that one.
I know where this is going.
I think we've been doing too many traditional tours. We prefer the offbeat, where we make something, or we learn a skill, or we learn about food. And I think we're doing really well in the beginning, but the last month in Italy, we've done a lot of more traditional tours. And frankly, as a family, I think it's not working for us.
We're not afraid of going on tours, and we don't mind paying for tours, but we want to pay for the right tours.
Yeah.
And when we're seeing monuments beyond monuments, You know,
Yeah.
Europe's one big monument to the history of
And I
civilization.
don't mind them. I just think in moderation. I feel like often we can get a better history lesson in class through a documentary and a book,
Right.
and then kind of seeing these quickly for a half an hour on our own, as opposed to a 2, 3, 4 hour tour. I think the kids lose engagement. We lose engagement. We like to be able to interact with kids on a tour. So, and the times we just love it. Like we just hiked the Amalfi Coast, which was completely free except for the bus to get there. We had amazing talks with the kids and dreamed big and talked about the future of businesses, and it was just fabulous.
Yep.
And we don't get that on the traditional tours because the tour guide's like running us all over the place. So needs improvement.
Needs improvement.
Number 6, is our travel schedule realistic? No.
Yeah, no.
We're not doing well in this area. I mean, we're going slow. We don't want to go faster, but I still think we're going too fast.
We are 2 countries behind at this point, and it is all due to the fact that we had no idea how much we wanted to see at the locations that we were at. And
Yeah.
this is a big problem, because if we knew that we were going to skip so much, I think we would have been less ambitious with our schedule.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah, I agree.
we still are working with the fact that we only have about 2 years, 2.5 years, sorry,
I know
5
2 years is turning into like 3 years RVing.
Right,
Europe.
and we only have so many years till the kids go to school, so we want to pack a lot into that 5 years before the kids go to school, meaning
Yeah.
college. So, is it overambitious? Yeah, but if we want to make the kids epic, I don't think we have a choice.
Yeah.
So, needs help, but the help needs to come from, I don't know,
More hours in the day.
more hours in the day.
More
I like
days
that.
in the year.
Can we do that?
More years in our life with them.
We can try.
Number 7, how is world schooling going? I think it's going
I think
really
it's going
well.
great. I think that is where we're excelling.
I think we're excelling really well. I think our
Wait, should we
balance.
ask the kids that?
I think our balance between the traditional aspect of their education and the out adventuring, doing tours, interacting with locals, forming community part of their education, I would like to have them a little less on the traditional side, and I think we're going to factor that in for next year.
Yep.
However, I think it's going fabulous. Oh, number 8.
What's that?
How is fitness going? Ooh.
Okay, so
We're not doing very well in that area.
we like to, I mean, we're going to separate diet from fitness, because in diet, I think we're doing great.
Yeah, we cook. I mean, we cook a lot in here, and we cook. We don't eat a lot of packaged stuff, except for every now and then we'll have a bag of chips. That's kind of our guilty
That's
pleasure.
kind of guilty pleasure. A lot of cheese, which of course is never
not
that
great, and too
for
much bread probably, but we don't eat a lot of processed food.
you. As far as fitness though,
We're failing. Will and I like to be very active because we're working in schooling and often in cold areas, and sometimes we have to use the shower in here. It's not always convenient to exercise. We do hike with the kids, and we bike with the kids, although we should be biking more.
we should be doing a whole lot more.
I don't think we're doing enough either. We need to work on that.
I think all the fitness that I gained from my marathon last year
Yeah.
has gone.
Yeah, I definitely feel healthy in the way we're eating, but not in our activities. I think we need to definitely be more active.
Yep. So how do we do that though?
Just be more active.
Just be more active and add another 5 hours each day.
Number 9, how is WorldTowning the business going?
It's going
I think
good.
it's going well.
I think that we set ourselves for a goal of getting WorldTowning University off the ground, and it accomplished.
It accomplished it, and I'm very
Greatly,
happy
actually.
with it so far.
We're super.
We have other
motivated.
phases in the business that we want to roll out. I think we're a bit challenged on time, but we're going to keep pushing through to roll them out. Our big goal was getting WorldTowning University off the ground, like you said, and I think it's been really great success. So I'm very, very happy with that. All right, and number 10, how are we adapting?
We're doing okay.
Pretty well, right?
I mean,
We had a rocky start.
we haven't killed each other.
No, we had a rocky start. Transitioning again to kind of a new type of WorldTowning. We've been doing the same thing consistently for 3 years. We moved to a new country and stayed for almost a year. So this is really, even though many people call it slow travel, we consider it fast travel.
Well, this is really fast travel.
Fast travel for us, because we've never traveled this fast before, and there was definitely a transition there. However, I think we're doing really well now. We've learned to adapt. We've learned to roll with the punches. I think we're learning how to figure things out.
I think we're where we should be. Our trip and our ambition is ambitious.
Yeah.
But I think we're doing the best that we can with what we have, and I think that no one is hating it, and therefore I think I call that a win.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so overall, how are we doing?
I think we're doing okay.
I think we're doing all right.
I mean, we definitely have room for improvement, and I think
I think I have room for flying the drone more.
Yeah,
I don't think I've done enough of that.
I think we know what we need to work on. It's just finding the time to kind of manage it and work it all out and figure it out and then do it.
Yep. But I think that's it. So let me know what you think. Do you think that we've done an okay job?
Yeah.
Do you think...
Yeah, we're watching our videos. It'll be interesting to see other people's perception of how we're living. I mean, some people may look at us and go, wow, they're really fit. You think no one's going to say that, huh?
You might say that.
So yeah, give us your thoughts. Like, look, you know, you watch our videos. Are there things you go, oh, they're really struggling here? I mean, I think some people will say, wow, they're really struggling with the RV because we've been in the rain and our toilet handle broke, and then, you know, our heater needed a new fuse and we need a new battery. All of those things are super small things. I mean, we haven't even, I almost hate to say this, we haven't even gotten a flat tire. We haven't hit anything. No one's hit us. We haven't had to replace like a boiler or brakes or anything big like that.
No. All right, but that is it. Thanks for listening to us spew our self-assessment, and we will check in with you next time. But we are now entering France. Finally.
Back to France.
Self-assessment, check. Entering into France, check.
Cheese, next.
Going back home, meeting some friends, check.
That's going to be lovely.
It's going to be nice. It's going to be fun. We are slowly getting ourselves into warm weather. Now, if you like this and you think that we've done a good job,
subscribe!
Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button, tell your friends, and watch more WorldTowning, because we have all of Spain and France and Portugal and Morocco
and the rest of Europe.
All that coming. So we'll see you guys next time. Ciao. Look how much the roads are better now.